Obviously, it's a disappointing loss for us. I felt like we had some momentum going into the game, but we looked like we were pretty fatigued from the word go. Which is unfortunate, but I do think that West Virginia's a really good basketball team, and I think they're very well coached. I think that their guards are really tough, some of the best in the conference, and I think they do what they do well. We turned the ball over too many times. We just had too many empty plays, particularly in the second half. Once we kind of closed the gap. So, just we didn't finish well, and West Virginia did. They shot the ball really, really well from the three-point line in the fourth quarter, and I think that was the difference.
Questions? You mentioned West Virginia's guards are among the best in the conference. JJ and Maddie, what makes them so good and so hard to, I guess, kind of game plan for?
Yeah, I think they're athletic. I mean, clearly, but I just think they're super smart with the basketball. They're very under control. They're explosive. They can get to their sweet spot, which we were trying to keep them from that area, and they did a really good job of just playing within themselves. And then they stretched out and shot and hit some threes as well late in the game, which I think is really difficult to defend when you have to be so concerned about their penetration.
Coach, 3 of 22 from beyond the arc tonight. You guys came in top 2 in the conference in three-point shooting. Was just tough looks given by the West Virginia defense, or you just really couldn't settle into what you wanted?
I think both. I don't want to take anything away from West Virginia. I think they play a deceivingly difficult defense. When you watch film, you're wondering why people can't score against them. But then when you get into the game, it's tough to do that. I thought we had some open looks early that we did not knock down, but then we also forced several. But yeah, we just, I think fatigue is playing a piece of it, but our kids have to learn how to fight through that because this is the Big 12.
Riley didn't play this evening. Did you know that coming into today?
No, she was ill all night, and so we chose to set her out just so that she could, recover and get rehydrated.
You've seen most of the league so far. What's it going to take to be successful in this year's Big 12?
Consistency. I think every game is a great matchup, and it's everybody has an opportunity to win. I don't think there's any gimmies in this game and in this league, and I don't think there's anybody that's just completely dominating. And so that's what makes it exciting, but that's also what makes it frustrating, right, as a coach, because you want to be consistent, the consistently good one. But I think it is going to take just a consistent effort and people just battling and figuring out how to win at home, and got to steal some on the road.
Coach, in West Virginia's last game, they obviously had that big letdown in the second half to Kansas. So, as you guys got off to that really good run to start the third quarter, do you bring that up to your players at all and say, hey, this just happened to them, it could happen again?
100%. Yeah, we talked about that at halftime, that we can get on a roll, we can get back in the game, and you certainly do. You have to point out the positives, I think, when you're trying to climb back, that when you see an opponent go through difficulties. And I thought that our kids did a good job of that, but I think once we kind of got back in it, we relaxed and became complacent.
Coach, 42 points in the paint tonight for you guys. How did getting the inside game going help when the three-point ball wasn't falling?
Well, we have to get to the paint. The problem is we didn't get to the foul line. I mean, we were a really good free throw shooting team. We historically get to the foul line really well. So when we did get to the paint, we finished at times, but there was lots of times we didn't get to the paint and didn't get to the foul line either. And so that took some points away from us.
And then lastly, obviously a big game coming up next Saturday after the mini-bye against Baylor, alumni weekend, a lot going on with that game. How does this team regroup, and just kind of give us a quick preview on the alumni game?
Yeah, well, obviously I think the bye probably comes at a good time for us just to get our legs back under us, to refocus, reevaluate what we've done the last couple of weeks, and then really prepare for Baylor on our home floor. They're obviously a good basketball team, and I know West Virginia got them, which is fantastic for them, and so that's certainly something that we want to look at and see how we can best prepare our team to come out on top on Saturday.
Anything else for Coach Groh? Guys, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.